Hey guys, just thought I would bring it back to my little my little quickies that I used to do about movies. I went to the theater a few days ago to see Talk to Me, and I went in completely blind. I didn't see a trailer, I didn't see anything. My sister was like, "It's Tuesday, you want to go to the theater?" I'm like, "What are we seeing?" She's like, "I don't know. We'll fucking decide when we're there. It's $5. Let's go." So we went and we decided, well, she decided she would want her credit, so I'm gonna just give it to her because this movie was fire. We decided to watch Talk to Me, and it was so fucking good. It was so refreshing. It was genuinely terrifying. You know a scary movie is terrifying if it's something where I could see people doing nowadays. This isn't the movie where the boogeyman comes from the sheets and whatever. This is a movie where all kinds of people are struggling with something, like whether it's the loss of a parent or a child or a dog or anything. People are struggling with their mental health, and mental health is so not taken seriously pretty much anywhere in the world, especially the southern states of the United States, but the U.S. overall. We have a lot more we could do. There's a lot more that could be done to make sure people are getting the help they need psychologically. This is a movie about loneliness, about coping skills, about camaraderie, about needing, being able to reach out, being able to talk about what you need, stuff like that. This movie is just so universal in that way. So no, it's not a scary movie like Saw. Oh, I'm gonna be, kidnapped in my sleep and forced to play a game. It's not something where it's like, okay, I feel myself doubting that this would ever happen IRL, right? This is something where it's like, obviously it deals with the supernatural, but people are so desperate to be touched and to be loved that, especially since this movie is like an allegory for drugs, they'd be willing to do anything just to feel warm, just to feel like a hug from the inside. You know what I'm saying? Like, people are so empty when traumatic things happen to them, and they don't have the resources to get the help they need, and they're not talked about, and they're barely even offered the resources, right? So our main character, Mia, she turns to this hand, but hold on, I'm getting ahead of myself. I want to first talk about the entire motif of this movie is produced within the first 10 minutes. And in the most, I want to say, go over your head way possible. It'll go the fuck over your head until the final, moments of the movie. The motif, when Mia is driving with Riley, and it's so important that it's those two characters, Mia and Riley. Pick my brother up from school. When Mia is driving with that little boy, and they come across the kangaroo, the fatally wounded kangaroo, Riley's like, "Oh, just put him out of his misery." Mia's like, "Yeah, you're right." She gets in the car to drive over him to kill him. She can't do it. She can't do it. And that is the motif of the movie. When is the right time? Or is there even a right time to end someone's suffering? And so this is looked at with Riley at the end when Mia's like, "I have to kill Riley, they're torturing him." Or, well, at first it was, "I have to save him, they're torturing him." Then it became, "Oh, he's fucking suffering." She saw him through the little girl's eyes, right? And she saw that they were suffering they were torturing his spirit. And it became from, "I have to save him" to, "I have to kill him" to just end his suffering. Just like the kangaroo. Just like Mia's mom. At what point is suffering so bad where it's the moral thing to just die? Or just end the thing that's suffering's existence? Mia went the whole movie believing that her mom accidentally killed herself. No, Mia's mom was suffering, and so she decided that, hey, I draw the line here. I'm just gonna kill myself. I'm gonna take myself out. I draw the line here. This is it. And that's what she decided to do. That is the motif within this entire film. Of course, there were goofy parts like the sucking of the toes, and maybe that was it. The sucking of the toes, that was fucking That was god tier. That was crazy. And, you know, there's skillfully used jump scares. The sound design, the best sound design I've ever heard since A Quiet Place. That sound design was fucking impeccable, epic. I cannot imagine not seeing that in a theater. I wonder what that's going to sound like at home. Probably nothing like it sounds in theaters. So I do recommend that you go to the theater and watch this movie before it's too late. Yeah, I just think this was really fucking skillfully done, and I think it wrapped back into itself at the end perfectly. When Riley's at the hospital and Mia's there looking at him and whatnot, and, you know, she sees that kangaroo. The spirits knew, first of all, the spirits were never Mia's mom, right? They were never, not once in the movie were those spirits her mom. Now what's possible is that very first time, you know, said talk to me, and when Riley, that was probably the time where Mia's mom was actually there, and he let her in and she talked to Mia. Cut. There's a part where she just fucking snaps. At that point, I believe a different spirit takes over. And from that point forward, through the rest of the movie, that's a different spirit. That's not Mia's mom. That's someone else. That's a malicious spirit trying to coerce Mia to do things for their own benefit, for do their bidding, basically. Craziest part was when the fucking dad died. I called that shit. Well, maybe he didn't die, because at the end, it looks like he's recovering at the hospital and is released, and she's, like, calling after him and shit, but she's dead, so she can't. But, the craziest fucking part that I predicted while it was happening, it's not like I predicted it, like, 40 minutes before or anything, but while it was happening, I was like, she's gonna kill the dad. Somehow, some way. It's gonna be just like that first guy. She's gonna kill the fucking dad. There is no one actually at her door right now. And then, bam, her real dad breaks in, tries to help her. Of course, she's just hallucinating. She stabs him in the neck. That was the craziest part for me. All in all, I really do think I give this movie a 9 out of 10. I just take away one point because of the pacing at some points was kind of, like, dragged out. I know they have to establish that Mia is, you know, like, removing herself from her father and stuff, but some of those scenes I feel like took forever to kind of get to the point. Okay, we get it. You have an estranged relationship with your dad. So for me, yeah, just a couple pacing issues. I do think it could have been a little more spicy with Mia and the friend's boyfriend. I feel like her reaction to them staying the night together was a little, you know, a little soft, but granted, the things that were happening with Riley, obviously, that would take up a little bit more room in the friend's mind, right? And then just obvious stuff like the actors were all really, really, really good in their roles. Such a fun cast. The girl who was with the guy who owned the hand, the mom was hilarious. Riley's mom, I mean. She was really funny. She's like, where's the party? Where's the party? That shit had me dying. Anyways, that was the movie. It was so fucking good. Please go to the theaters and watch it. That sound design will hit you like no other, but only in theaters, obviously. So just go watch it. Comment, like, and subscribe. Bye. See you in the next video.